Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following MLB matches that is happening on Monday, August 28, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. New York Yankees vs Detroit Tigers. Our team pick is Detroit money line. And here is why. Detroit enters this contest with a run differential of -103, which pits them at 26th in the league. The Tigers sit 28th in the league in overall batting average, and they come into this contest with a bit of a hitting dichotomy. At Comerica Park, the Tigers have posted their strongest batting split, but during nighttime outings they've hit the weakest. The vast split difference has been partially chalked up to the lack of plate discipline exhibited by the Tigers, as they sit bottom 10 in both walks and strikeouts per game. On top of that, the Tigers are amongst the league worst in being able to extend hits and hit for extra bases. What the offense has been able to do, however, is drive home runners that are in scoring position. This has aided Detroit in many ways, specifically given their bottom 10 home run average. In August, the bats have shaped up, and the Tigers have logged their highest monthly home run total by a wide margin. They'll look to continue that hot hitting here. The Yankees, led by Severino on the pitching mound, have experienced a lackluster performance. This can be attributed, in significant measure, to the considerable number of hits he has conceded, both when playing away and during nighttime matches. Severino's quest for his initial road victory remains unfulfilled, and frankly, it doesn't seem prudent to attempt to back an uncertain situation. Conversely, the Tigers have managed to achieve their highest monthly tally of home runs, and their batting average for August comfortably exceeds their overall season average. It appears likely that Detroit will confidently secure victory on their home turf. Our total pick is under 9 runs. And here is why. Even with the woes from Severino and the tepid August performance we've seen thus far out of Olsen, both of these clubs sit among the league's worst in overall batting average. The Yankees have hit below average on the road, while the Tigers have struggled during nighttime games. With the inconsistent and at times lackluster performance from these offenses, particularly when home runs are coming, look for both pitchers to find some success here. Los Angeles Angels vs Philadelphia Phillies. Our team pick is Philadelphia Phillies -1.5 runs. And here is why. The Phillies will trot out Taijuan Walker in the first game of this interleague set. Walker did not factor into the decision in an appearance last Tuesday, allowing 3 runs, 2 earned, on 6 hits and 2 walks over 5 innings against the Giants, finishing with 7 punch-outs. In his return to Philadelphia's rotation, Walker ran into some bad luck in the first inning, allowing an unearned run to score after his defense committed 2 early errors. The 31-year-old righty then managed to hold San Francisco at bay until Jock Peterson hit a 2-run double in the 5th. Over his last 7 starts, he has had a load of issues with his command, holding a 4.7 BB9 to go with a 4.25 ERA and 1.37 WHIP across 42.1 innings during that stretch. He has a good chance to right the ship against an Angels team that is ready to pack it in for the season. Philadelphia holds a 3.5-game lead on the top wildcard spot in a loaded National League. Bryce Harper has been on fire since Monday, swatting 3 home runs with 9 RBI. They will be a dangerous club if they make the postseason. The struggling Angels will entrust Lucas Giolito with the starting role for the initial game of this series. In his most recent outing last Tuesday, Giolito faced a loss after conceding 4 runs, of which only 1 was earned, on 5 hits and 2 walks across 6 innings against Cincinnati. On the whole, Giolito maintains a 4.32 ERA and a 159-53 KBB ratio over 26 starts spanning 148 innings. He now faces the challenge of a formidable away matchup against one of the most proficient hitting teams in the National League. The Los Angeles team has encountered a noticeable decline since the trade deadline, seemingly adopting a perfunctory approach as they near the conclusion of the year. Stepping into this contest as the stronger favorite, the Angels are favored to prevail by 2 or more runs with Walker as the pitcher. It's worth highlighting that the Phillies have demonstrated an impressive performance record at home, securing victories in 10 out of 14 games played at Citizens Bank Park. Our total pick is the over. And here is why. Philadelphia holds a 3.5-game lead on the top wild card spot in a very competitive National League. Taijuan Walker did not factor into the decision in an appearance last Tuesday, allowing 3 runs, 2 earned, on 6 hits and 2 walks over 5 innings against the Giants, finishing with 7 punch-outs. Over his last 7 starts, he has had a load of issues with his command, holding a 4.7 BB9 to go with a 4.25 ERA and 1.37 WHIP across 42.1 innings during that stretch. Thankfully for Walker, the Angels do not walk very much, but they will still be able to generate some contact against him, driving this total over the number. I like the Phillies to come out on top, but this one will go over in a high-scoring game. Chicago White Sox vs Baltimore Orioles. Bet the line spread, -1.5, and take the Orioles. And here is why. Rookie righty Grayson Rodriguez will get the start for the Orioles on Monday night. Rodriguez is 3-3 with a 5.38 ERA this season and has pitched very well over his last 5 games, with an ERA of 2.61 in that span. Baltimore has been good on offense this season. They are in the top 10 or around the top 10 in the league in runs, RBI, strikeouts, batting average, SLG, and OPS. The pitching staff has been fairly average this season. As a team, they are in the middle of the league in ERA, runs allowed, home runs allowed, walks allowed, WHIP, and batting average against. The Orioles are first in the AL East, but are in a tight battle with the Tampa Bay Rays. Baltimore is red hot and will need to continue to play well to hold the lead over the Rays. Michael Kopech is expected to take the mound for the White Sox. He went 4 innings, gave up 1 hit, 4 walks, 0 earned runs, and struck out 5 in a no decision in his last start against the Seattle Mariners. Kopech has a record of 5-11 with a 4.95 ERA, 1.49 WHIP, and a 122/80 KBB ratio in 24 starts this season. Opposing batters are hitting .224 against Kopech. Chicago has been poor on offense this season. They are in the league's bottom half in runs, hits, home runs, RBIs, batting average, OBP, SLG, and OPS. The White Sox pitching staff has been poor this season. As a team, they are bottom 10 or hovering around the bottom 10 in ERA, hits allowed, runs allowed, home runs allowed, walks allowed, and WHIP. Chicago is 4th in the AL Central and they will not make the playoffs. Michael Kopech's recent outings have seen him fall short of reaching the 5-inning mark for 3 consecutive starts. His struggle with issuing walks has been a notable challenge throughout this season. Impressively, he has accumulated a significant count of 80 walks in just 24 starts across 120 innings pitched. Unfortunately, this vulnerability is unlikely to fare well against a potent Baltimore lineup. Kopech's performance on the road this season has also been far from satisfactory. In 11 road starts, he has recorded a discouraging 5.60 ERA and a 1.62 WHIP. Contrastingly, the Orioles hold a commendable position, ranking within the top 10 or in close proximity across various categories, such as runs, RBIs, strikeouts, batting average, SLG, and OPS. With the Orioles motivated to maintain their lead in the AL East and the White Sox lacking the opportunity to secure a playoff spot, the former holds a significant advantage. As the superior team in this matchup, it's likely that Baltimore will secure a victory with a winning margin of 2 or more runs. Our total pick is take the over, 8.5 runs. And here is why. Michael Kopech has been terrible on the road this season. In 11 road starts, Kopech has a 5.60 ERA and 1.62 WHIP. Walks have been a major issue for Kopech this season. He has 80 walks in 24 starts and 120 innings pitched. This is troublesome against a good Baltimore offense. The Orioles are in the top 10 or around the top 10 in the league in runs, RBI, strikeouts, batting average, SLG, and OPS. Baltimore will score on Kopech and the over will hit.